So hello everyone, welcome to this new video. So in my previous video I had discussed with the integration with S domain, right? And I've tried to solve two important problems related to that. So I hope that you have watched that video. So in this video again we are continuing with some more concepts related to the first chapter of the module Laplace transform. Okay, this is one very important topic. Okay, related to this topic one question would be fixed asked in the exam. Okay, so the topic is Laplace transform of periodic function. Okay, so we have one small formula for that and its derivation that I'm going to discuss it right now. Laplace transform of a periodic function. Let us see what is this. A function f of t is said to be periodic with period t if f of t is given in this format, that is f of t is equal to f of t plus t, where this t represents one single time period, is equal to f of t plus 2t is equal to f of t plus 3t, and it goes on up to f of t plus nt. Okay, where n is an integer which has the values from 1 to infinity. Okay, it goes on for different time intervals. Okay, example, sin t and cos t are periodic functions with the period 2 pi. Okay, periodic functions basically are the repeated signals. Okay, when the signals are repeated after one particular cycle, those signals are called as periodic signals. Okay, or periodic functions. So in this way we will be representing the Laplace transform of a periodic function. Let us see the theorem part now. Theorem: if f of t is a periodic function with a period t as mentioned here, then Laplace transform of f of t is given by, with the period t it is mentioned, so that's why Laplace transform of f of t is given by 1 divided by 1 minus e to the power minus s into t into the integration from 0 to t e to the power minus st f of t dt. Okay, so where this t is the time period. Okay, and this limit here also, here this t, capital T, represents the time period. So this is the formula for calculating a Laplace transform of a periodic function, that is L of f of t is equal to 1 divided by 1 minus e to the power minus s capital T into integration from 0 to t e to the power minus st f of t dt. Okay, so for this we are having one small proof here. How we get this formula, we are going to see it now. Proof: consider the definition of Laplace transform, that is L of f of t is equal to integration from 0 to infinity e to the power minus st f of t dt. Okay, so here now for different it is the integration is from 0 to infinity. So here for different time intervals we should be splitting the integrals, that is first it should be starting from 0 to t, okay, then from t to 2t, 2t to 3t, and it goes on up till nt. Okay, so like that you should be splitting the limits for different time intervals in order to be considering it as a periodic function. So that's what I've done it, and this function I've repeated it for all the integrals. Okay, put t is equal to u plus t in the second integral. Okay, wherever t is there, right, there you put it as u plus t. Okay, therefore if you take its integration differentiation, you will be getting dt is equal to du. Okay, wherever dt is there we will be getting du. Okay, that is from time domain I am converting it to u domain. Similarly, when t is equal to t, that is when this t is equal to t, we would be getting the value of u is equal to 0. How? Why? Because see here in this equation, if we put the value of this t as capital T, so if you want to find the value of u, so you would be getting t minus t, that is equal to 0. Similarly, if t is equal to 2t, we would be getting u is equal to t, that is 2t minus t, that is equal to t. Okay, so put t is equal to u plus 2 pi in the third integral and u plus 2t in the third integral, fourth integral, and it goes on like that. That is, in order to represent in u domain, this in place of t you should be putting u plus t. For the next integral you should be putting u plus 2t, next u plus 3t, and so on. Okay, so do those changes here according to the question. See here, second integral, in place of t I have written u plus t, f of u plus t du. Okay, here also e to the power minus s u plus 2t, f of u plus 2t du, and it goes on. Okay, yeah. Now we know that f of u du is equal to f of t dt, that is the Laplace transform of a periodic function. So what we will be getting here, e to the power minus st f of t dt, and the limits are from 0 to t for all the time intervals. Okay, because if you observe here, the limits are for u, it is all, from 0 to t for all the time intervals. If we change from u plus 2t, u plus 3t, so for all the time intervals, the limits should be remaining the same. Okay, so now what you will be getting, 0 to t e to the power minus ht f of t dt, and here I am multiplying here e to the power minus st. In place of u, now again I have converted u to t time interval, so this would be e to the power minus st into e to the power minus capital S into t dt f of t dt, plus again it goes on e to the power minus 2st minus e to the, into e to the power minus st f of t dt. And here if you observe here, I've taken this term as common for all these three, or for all the integrals, so we would be left with integral 0 to t e to the power minus st f of t dt into 1 plus e to the power minus st plus e to the power minus 2st, and it goes on up to e to the power the last term. Okay, so this is the, if you observe here, this is a complete geometric series. Okay, so by the definition of geometric series, it is generally given as 1 plus e to the power minus st plus e to the power minus 2st up and goes on. That could be represented in short as 1 divided by 1 minus e to the power minus st. Okay, so now finally our Laplace transform L of f of t would be equal to this term as it is, you write it here, and this geometric series would be represented as this term. So totally we would be getting our answer as L of f of t is equal to 1 divided by 1 minus e to the power minus st, where t is the time period, integration from 0 to t e to the power minus st f of t dt. Okay, so this is the complete proof part of the Laplace transform using periodic function. Okay, so hope it is clear. Now we are having few problems related to this periodic function. Okay, you would be understanding it in detail while we solve the problems now. Okay, so now let us see some problems.